So hey guys, it's Ziant again, and yeah, Battlefield 4, I know your sub boxes are being absolutely spammed right now by Battlefield 4, thoughts and impressions videos, well, sorry, but here's mine. This is some domination, and between the two of them, I like them both equally. Conquest Large I like for very different reasons than I like Domination for. Domination is terrible on the spawn side of things. I hope that by the time this comes out, the open beta will have launched, and hopefully they've worked out the spawns a little bit. I know that the frame rate issues are still bugging people, and it was at this point in the game, I had finally figured out what worked for me as far as frame rate issues are concerned, because everyone's PC is a little bit different, and everyone's PC has a little bit of a different setup. What works for one person might be detrimental to another person. So, while turning everything down to low certainly helps, my solution, the changing of the CPU priority from Battlefield 3 from medium to low, it helps. It makes it playable. It's between 40 and 50 FPS, which is about what I would get on, say, high in Battlefield 3. And again, it's beta, it's not optimized yet, and it's an older build of the game. It's not really ready for complete consumption yet, and you'll see from time to time the frames tend to dip a little bit. But that out of the way, let me get on to what I think of Battlefield 4. I think it is almost exactly like the Battlefield 3 beta, in that hit notification is absolute shit. You have no idea that you're going to die before you die. Literally, it takes me 10 or 12 bullets sometimes to take someone down, and yet it seems on my end that, oh, he shot me once in the knee, and oh, well, sorry Ziant, you're dead, son. Get out. As far as the gunplay is concerned, I like that it feels more skill-based than, say, Battlefield 3 did. Battlefield 3 was very much, if you shot first, you pretty much always won. With Battlefield 4, the better shot, I feel at least, is rewarded for his being a better shot. I'm also a fan of how they've changed the Creator Class system. I like that you can have defibs and a med pack now. Now, granted, we don't have the big medic kit that I imagine has a much larger radius, probably heals a little faster, and is all around better. But I like that they've given us options as far as that's concerned. I like also that the engineer is a much more viable category, as is the recon, because the carbines, at least the one I've used, the A8C10, 15, it's a low recoil, high damage monster, and I've not even tried the ACR yet, so I can't speak to that. But you'll see in this video, I'm using the MX8, and this gun, it feels like the UMP from Bad Company 2 if Bad Company 2 had good hit detection. It's got very high recoil, high damage, relatively high rate of fire, and up close, dominates, great hip fire. And it's just a monster, and I'm really glad that they gave us this weapon to start out with, because I feel like a lot of developers tend to give us the average weapons to start out with, and they certainly did it with the Assault class. I think when we see more Assault weapons that are better than the AK-12, we'll be much more inclined to play Assault, but right now it's the Engineer, the Support, and the Recon that are dominating, especially because it's, there's Conquest Large, and you like to... And speaking of which, I absolutely love the new mark target system that the Recon class has. I think that is one of the best teamwork mechanics DICE has come out with. It's better than the Soflin, because the Soflin is fire and forget, but it takes forever to lock on, it's really easy to see and destroy, and while I think that the current mark targets equipment could use some tweaking, all in all, it is so much more fun to use, because you'll say, I've locked him, he's locked, shoot, take the shot now, so it's shooting, and then you literally watch your infrared scope as the missile careens towards the helicopter, and then it's one of the most satisfying experiences to do as a team. And I think that if DICE can implement this sort of thing on not just a mechanical level like they've done with, say, the motion balls, the defibrillator, and the mark target system, but if they can do it on a map level, if maps are built around the concept of team play, not just lone wolf style, because I think there's still a place for that. But long story short, I am satisfied enough with the beta that I will be getting the final product, and I can't wait to bring you guys some more content.